I do not want to make this an every episode thing. There has to be health problems behind this.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. How are you doing? This is the Bunt Buddies back again for episode 2. How's everybody doing today?
I'm all right. Can't complain.
All right, let's give us, for anyone who's new, give us a nice introduction. And what jersey are you wearing? Because I'm seeing a lot of different jerseys around here today from episode 1.
I am Anthony. I am wearing my White Sox Jose Abreu jersey.
Yeah.
I'm Gabe. I'm wearing my Pujols batting practice jersey from the Cardinals.
And I'm Jonathan. You can call me Pinoy. I'm wearing the Mets Jacob deGrom, Jacob the GOAT. You know, we have a lot to talk about on this week's episode. A lot of interesting stuff going on around the league, from, you know, a few bench clearings to a few good home runs, a few good defensive plays. I'm excited to get into it.
A lot happened in the first 4 weeks. 4
days?
days?
4 weeks?
4 days?
You from the future, Chief? You want to tell us about something?
I guess it's worth mentioning. We'll always be about a week behind. Just because of how the schedule works out. So, as of today, about 4 or 5 games have been played.
Yep.
For a lot of teams.
And that's interesting. Gabe had the little stumble there. We had something we did episode 1 that we're going to do again episode 2. And it seems to be very excited for it. Come on. It'll be a fun way to do it. And it'll be a good way for us to get into this week's content.
3, 2, 1. Oh! It still hurts.
Oh, that was such a big mistake. Oh, my eyes are tearing.
I'm not going to make a face. I'm not going to make a face.
He's going to cry.
I'm not going to make a face.
That hit me right in my eyes. Oh,
not a face.
Woo. All right. You all right?
I tasted that one.
I think it feels like my nose is bleeding.
Yeah, that one's
I'm not bleeding, but it feels like I'm bleeding. I'm not making a face.
Get this away from me.
All right, boys. Let's jump right into the first segment. I have for you guys a new segment called Buy, Sell, or Hold. Let's take a look at some of the most interesting storylines of many teams in MLB. I'll present the storyline, and you tell me if you're, 1, buying in on them. You're all in on this storyline in the first few days.
Got it.
Not weeks. 2, you're selling on them. I don't buy this at all. I'm jumping off board while I can. This is not going to continue. Or 3, you're holding because you just want to see more. Let's start with the American League.
All right.
Let's start with the Orioles. Jonathan's dark horse team, the Baltimore Orioles. They looked pretty dominant in the sweep of the Red Sox. The first time that the Red Sox went 0-3 at Fenway since 1948. That is a long time. But they were brought down to earth last night, as from when we're recording this, by the Yankees.
Yes, they were.
So they're 3-1. Are we buying? Are we selling? Are we holding?
Buy. Take all my money. I'm buying it on that whole team. Let's go O's.
Give me my money back. I'm selling everything. I don't believe in them. Anyone can get hot real quick, and it's the Red Sox. It's not like they're a hot, super hot fire team either. And what happens when they came up against the Yankees? What did the Yankees do? They backhanded the shit out of Giancarlo Stanton. Went, hang on 1 second. All right, peace out, bro. I'll see you next week.
The Yankees have notoriously slapped up the Orioles.
Orioles notoriously slapped themselves up.
Hey, this year's a different year.
They're going to go 3-159.
They are my dark horse team. They're our dark horse team. We're all going for the Orioles this season.
No.
3-1. 10-1 on the way.
But this is a pretty big swing for me. Since last week, I totally was off board of the Orioles. I'm holding. I'm a hold on the Orioles.
It's the first the first one you holding?
The Orioles, John Means looked nasty.
Yes, sir.
One in every 5 games, if they could just get a win from John Means. I can't do quick math. Is that 75?
No.
Right, so,
that's not even close.
So at least 30 wins from John Means.
That's already almost halfway to what we bet on.
Almost halfway to 75. And Cedric Mullins at center field rookie looked incredible.
He looked very nice.
And I'm buying on Cedric Mullins.
I'll buy on Cedric Mullins.
Don't stop.
I'm holding on John Means.
Also, I will always buy on Trey Mancini, so I'm a hold
Yes,
on the
100%.
We
Orioles.
always
One
buy
does
on
not
Trey
simply not
Mancini.
buy
So
on
now,
Trey
Ant,
Mancini.
let me
What?
allow you to second think about this.
All right.
Get out of that shroud of doubt and denial and
Okay.
jump on the train with me. Jump on the
No.
O's Nation.
No, the fare is too high. You hiked it up to $3.
All right. When he wants to get on it next season, we'll remember this talk and we'll say no.
3 wins down.
Only
72
72
to go.
more. That's a lot.
All right, moving on to another AL East pair of teams. The Blue Jays. Are they a threat to the AL East crown like we all thought? They beat the Yanks 2-1, including Garrett Cole on opening day.
Yeah.
And they smacked the Rangers, granted.
Yeah. The
Bottom of
Rangers-
the barrel
It's the
team.
Rangers, but
But
Ain't
they
much.
smacked the Rangers, and they're
No, Joey Gallo.
3-1 at the top of the division. Are we buying, selling, or holding on the Blue Jays?
we're buying, baby. Buy.
I'm on board there, too.
You know what? I'll buy in on it. I'll buy in on for now, but maybe my mind will change after the season.
Last week you said they'd come in last place.
I'm buying. It's 3-1. You said early in season, is it not? That last place can easily flip. It's gonna flip.
And they're without George Springer, and they did well.
Yeah.
Without George Springer.
That's big for them.
And Steven Matz. I'll
We miss you, buddy.
You know
I'll
what?
remember you in
We
my
miss you.
heart.
You are the one player I will buy in on 100%. Steven Matz, you didn't make it in New York, but you know what? They're
I
giving you a
think you're
chance in
gonna
Toronto.
kill it in Toronto.
You're
bro.
gonna be
I want
that
you
guy.
to just kill it.
You're gonna be that
We all
guy.
want you to kill it.
I want you to do well.
Next up, we got the White Sox retooled bullpen. The much hyped White Sox retooled bullpen that
We
was
get
supposed
L's.
to be dominating the league gets pretty stitched up in that first series against the Angels.
Yeah.
La Russa got to his bullpen early most days, except for Giolito, I think, who he let go pretty long.
Yeah.
And every single time, the White Sox bullpen gave up runs in the 8th and 9th inning to the Angels. And they start the season. Are they 1-3 now?
No, they won
No, they
last
won.
night.
Oh, they won last night. That's right. So
So-
they're
Yeah,
2-3.
2-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-3.
So
Look, it's all about Liam Hendricks. They just need to
You
score
know what?
enough to where Liam Hendricks can
Liam
still
Hendricks
get the.
gave up 2 runs.
That's
Still
only
got
two-
the
that's-
save.
It's only 2
but-
runs though. It's all right. It's all right. There's nothing to complain about.
Nothing crazy yet.
The big problem with the White Sox right now that I noticed that I'm afraid of is the big bats are just the little bats
They're a
right
little
now.
sleeping. They're a little sleepy.
they're not. They're comatose. They're not doing
I'm afraid
shit.
you got a grand
Hey,
slam.
Jose
my
Abreu.
baby boy did get a
Your,
grand
That's my
your
guy.
AL. No,
That's my
your-
That's
home run.
his
That's
AL
my
pick.
AL home run leader. Let's get it.
Yohan Moncada's like dead basically, and I love him.
And it's a shame.
The Cuban Mafia trifecta.
I have
My
Yohan-
MVP pick is hurt.
Hey, I have Yohan Moncada and Tim Anderson on my fantasy team, so I'm crying a little extra heavy right now.
Yeah, you took half my fantasy team from last year.
Hey,
Tim Anderson should be back pretty soon. I think he just rolled his ankle. Oh, no, it was a hamstring,
It was a
off
hamstring.
of a wet
Pulled
bag.
that, pulled the hammy. I think.
Yeah. So hopefully he's back soon
get well
and
soon.
back in form. But let's talk about someone I am super buying on, if only because his story is so awesome. And I love these kind of baseball stories. Your mean Mercedes on the White Sox. Oh
Cooking.
my God!
He is
Broken
cooking.
He's a
MLB
beast.
record,
Beast.
going 8-8 to start his career. Now he's 12-18 with 6 RBI. He is at the top of the leaderboard. I think he's in the top 3 now as we're recording this in hits and batting average and OBP.
He is.
667, 684, and slugging 1,000.
yeah, he's a bad man.
Granted, 3 games, 4 games, whatever, small sample size. But Jesus,
He's batting like a 687 or something like that. He's number 1 in batting.
He's
average.
number 1.
ridiculous.
Killing it.
He's cooking.
I am buying.
I'm
on
buying
him.
all the way on him. Buying
If
all the way.
only for his story,
Agreed.
because that's
Agreed.
awesome. That's
I'm-
resilience.
You
I'm
gotta
banging
love
on
the
that hype
Cinderella
train.
stories. You gotta love
Banging
it.
on all of it.
Absolutely.
Next up in the AL, we have the Angels. Are they finally legit? They held down the White Sox in 4. We just talked about it. And rallies galore. You love to see it. All their winning runs came in the 8th inning or later. Who are we buying in on? Who are we holding on? Who are we selling? Is the whole team a buy? What's going on?
I don't want to see nothing crazy, but I wore an Ohtani jersey, episode 1. Some of you remember, and hey,
Flashback.
he threw 101, and the ball came off the bat 118,
115.
115? That's a man.
I
In
think
the same
Josh
inning. In the same inning.
in the same
Yup,
inning.
that's a man.
Same
First
inning.
player in 118 years to do that.
No. He was the first player in 118 years to pitch and then be at the top of the
Yeah, top
order
of the order.
to bat.
That's still nutty. What,
And-
first since what, like Babe Ruth or something?
no, before I think a
Before.
little before Babe Ruth.
Jesus,
Right,
that's
and
ridiculous.
Since 1903.
and he showed me a lot of
1903.
emotion coming off that pitcher's mound. He's looking like
the
the
emotion the past few days. I love it.
I'm excited. I want to see him play a full
Last night
season.
when he got plunked, he looked like he was ready to square up, and I was like, "Fuck him up, Shohei."
His old pal Martin Maldonado had to walk out, be like, "All right."
I'm excited for
Shohei
Shohei.
is built like a brick shithouse. If he was staring me down, I'd be like, "Bro, I'm sorry."
I want to say,
don't even.
Ant will attest to this. I've been on the Shohei hype train since he was in Japan.
Since before he got signed.
And I saw his
was all
interview
about
on
the Shohei.
60 Minutes. As soon as I saw that, I knew that he was the man. And he came here, and he is the man.
Yeah, I think I'm buying in on Shohei. I mean, Shohei's just...
I just want Shohei to succeed. I want him to be the man to bring back the dual player threat and succeed and be that kind of guy in modern baseball.
And for a long time, Trout needed that 1-2 punch next to him. And, hey, Shohei, looks like it's going to be you, not Rendon.
Right before we started recording, Shohei and Trout went single home run. Like, that's just going to be so fun to watch all year.
All the time.
And I'm buying in on the Angels completely.
I'm buying in on the lineup, the batting 100%, the pitching.
It's always been a problem with the Angels.
Dylan Bundy.
Always been a problem, but
Shohei had a good start. He needs to work. His control is all over the place. Yeah. So I'm holding on the pitching. I'm not sure about the pitching. It's a little bit of and
Yeah.
But then that you look at that batting lineup and you're just like,
spicy.
I want to go to bed thinking about you. I want Mike Trout to like serenade me to sleep.
He doesn't already?
Shohei like wraps me in the blanket burrito. 100%.
Next up in the AL, we have the A's, who are getting steamrolled right now. They got wrecked in a 4-game series against the Astros, and then got clapped by the Dodgers right after that. So they're starting the season 0-5. Are we buying, selling, holding on the A's? What are we thinking?
They've been sold. We knew this was going to happen from episode 1. We've sold them before the season even had a chance to start.
I believe in the A's. I think they could turn it around.
You did believe in the A's. I was so quick to say Olsen and Chapman are not even going to stay on this team.
I believe in the A's. I think they could turn it around.
You've been watching too much Moneyball.
So are you buying on them or are you holding on them? How confident are you?
I'm buying on the A's.
You've been watching
I'm going
Moneyball,
big dick moves right now.
You definitely watched Moneyball last night, didn't you?
A's are going to turn it around, and I'm going to get the Kelly Green jersey because they're gorgeous.
I hope they do. I mean, their pitching has been god-awful to start the season.
Yeah.
God-awful.
They look bad.
I don't think a single pitcher has allowed less than 3 runs.
They haven't.
They're going to trade for a pitcher.
Next up in the AL, we have the Kansas City Royals. Who would have thunk it? Running up the score on the Rangers every single day and even shutting down the Indians, shutting them out completely. It's a hot start for the Royals. The entire team has an OPS over 750.
I'm buying on Whit Merrifield. I'll buy all the way on Whit Merrifield, but the rest of that team can be sold. Goodbye.
Wow.
This man hit the nail on... Whit Merrifield and Jorge Soler.
Okay. I'm making an amendment.
I will buy in on those two. The rest of the team, trash.
Wow. So you think it's just a matter of matchup? The Rangers being that trash?
Well, they are.
They're
pretty doodle cakes. And
you gonna tell me you can't score 2 touchdowns on the Rangers like how they did? Because they scored 2 touchdowns
in a row.
They scored 2 touchdowns basically. Patrick Mahomes was out there just
the part owner of the team.
Yeah.
He's like Jackie Moon, owner, player, coach.
Got in there.
I'm always buying on Whit Merrifield, keeper in my fantasy league.
Yep.
Cycle back to the Astros real quick. Can we start calling them the Dusty Bunch? You guys saw the trash can get thrown, right?
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Did you see what was actually made for the trash can? It was an inflatable giant Coors Light.
Oh,
a balloon
and they painted
that
it?
The guy peeled it off and then painted it silver.
That's
it looked like a trash can and then just launched it onto the field.
I mean, he got a chuckle out of Jose Altuve.
Yeah, Jose Altuve got a good laugh out of that.
Dusty Baker got mad. He
Yeah,
was
I
like,
saw that.
people act like they've never made a mistake in their life. I'm like,
yeah. I mean,
you laughed at it too.
Dusty Baker has to defend his players.
team.
He laughed at it. He laughed at it.
All right, moving to the National League. The Marlins, Anthony's dark horse team, taking a while to heat up after getting shut down by Glasnow. But they put up 12 to avoid that sweep in Tampa Bay.
The Fighting Fish got jacked up, though. I'm like, it wasn't a bad series because I was keeping up with it the whole time, and it was very, very back and forth, and I thought was very enjoyable.
It was a good series.
A very good series to watch. It was as I am making this known now, the Orange Juice series. The Marlins against the Rays will be hereby now known as the Orange Juice series.
This showcast will only refer to Marlins and Rays the very few times they'll ever play each other.
The Orange Juice.
That's the OJ series.
It was great. It was like, Rays would take the lead early on because, the Marlins bats, like, for some reason, like to nap up until like the 4th, 5th inning. Then, oh God, the Marlins just took the lead by 1. Oh shit, the Rays are back. Oh, and Marlins lost because they just lost. Except for that one game where they just racked on 12 somehow. But overall, great series. You know what that
Really
shows?
good series.
The Marlins put up fight against the reigning AL champions. And Sixto Sanchez is hurt.
Yeah.
He's out.
That made
So
me
just
sad.
wait till he comes back. I'm still buying in on the Marlins, baby.
I respect that.
That lineup is it's young, they're hungry, they're dangerous, they're slept on.
I love Miguel Rojas. I think he's super duper slept on. Him, Starling Marte, and Jesus Aguilar are the heart there. Starling Marte, producer Josh was telling me earlier, and I agree completely. Starling Marte just has a sleeper season like every year. Like just,
he's overlooked all the time.
Just quietly, just batting a 280.
He always does well.
Especially when he was on the Diamondbacks because they had Ketel Marte and they were like, no, we like the other Marte.
We like the other Marte better.
Starling.
But those three have gotten 6 of the team's 15 RBI as we shoot this, and they are nasty. I always want Miguel Rojas to do well. I think he's very, very underrated.
I'm gonna hold on them for now and see what's up. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but I'm gonna hold.
Disrespect.
But what I'm buying in on is my Rookie of the Year pick in Rosarena, who is
yeah,
doing very well.
Randy Rosarena's killing.
Doing
He's
very
killing
well and making go plays out
So
there
did
as
you
well.
see that he flew like Superman? You saw that? That was
nice.
gorgeous.
10 out of 10.
All I'm saying, Rays can fly. Proven
I,
fact.
I will agree with Pinoy on that. Holding on the Marlins. I have always been holding on the Marlins. I will still hold on them. And the Rays, I've been buying on them since last week. I made it known. I think they can go back to the World Series. I think.
I'm selling on the Rays, buying on Randy
You're
Rosarena.
selling on the Rays?
Bro, I don't think the
I'm,
Rays
I'm
do
holding
it.
on both.
Wow.
I'm gonna hold on both.
I'm
but
buying on the Rays.
Super
Let's
buying
go.
on Randy.
I do like Joey Wendell though.
I like a lot of the
He's
Rays
nice.
players. We could save that for a different segment.
There are a lot of good
They're a
Rays
good
players,
team.
but I just don't think I think pitching is going to be the death of the Rays.
Slept on. Next up in the National League is my dark horse team, and I couldn't be happier with how this first series went. 3-1 against the Cardinals. The only reason they didn't sweep them was because Luis Castillo just completely
meltdown.
melted
Shit the
it
bed.
down.
He did so
he-
bad.
Oh my God, so bad. And it was the guy I was really rooting for.
was bad.
But oh my goodness, Nick Castellanos. Let's talk about him. You already know how I feel about the Reds. We could just go real quickly. I'm super buying on the Reds.
I'm holding on the Reds.
I'm gonna hold on the Reds.
All right,
hold on
that's
them.
better than what you guys were last week. You guys were both selling on them last week. So
I'm
I'm
a hold on the
happy.
Reds.
I'm
I'm holding
happy
on
I've
the
got
Reds.
you up.
It's
on
a
I'm
that.
holding on the
it's
Reds.
like a borderline hold. It's
still
you're
just
barely.
it's just there.
Just because the Cardinals
Well,
pitching
let's
right
talk
now.
about Nick Castellanos because he's been in headlines for many reasons the past 4 days. He is leading the league, or now tied as we record it, with 3 home runs, a 1,300 slugging,
Yeah.
an NL leading 6
That guy.
RBI, batting a 533.
He's killing it.
However, the big overlooming issue, the bench is clearing incident.
Beautiful.
Was he at fault?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. He got hit by the pitch, and then it's not like he shoved the pitcher down when he got to the home plate. It's not like he was like, yo, bro, suck my dick. No, he literally stood over him and went, let's go, and got hyped. He told pitcher, bro, get grande. And everyone's like, bro, Nick Castellanos is the worst thing ever
That
happened
is
to baseball.
some mega disrespect.
Are you
and I
kidding
got
me?
super respect for Yadier Molina for standing up for his pitcher.
Of
that
course
he
you're
is
gonna
that
respect.
guy.
Of course he has to stick
I
up for his
love you,
pitcher.
Yachty.
It's not.
So do I.
I hate you,
There's
Yachty.
only one person who hates you, and that's him, because he's salty.
I will never forget what you've done. The suspension is such bullshit. Like
The
the
suspension, I don't
MLB
agree.
cannot figure out what
I don't
they
agree
want
with
to
the
do.
suspension, though. I don't agree
Like
with
if
that.
he would have spit in his face, suspended.
Yeah, I don't agree with the suspension.
He just got big in his face.
Yeah, that's what's he. I don't.
MLB's like
I
2
don't agree
games,
with
bro.
that.
I've been like,
I don't
excuse
agree.
me.
I don't agree with that suspension. It's like what they do with. I don't know if anyone watched NBA. Luka Doncic said, "And one tech."
Bro, it's
Give
like,
him
how's
free
the
throws.
MLB gonna
Trash.
preach? Let the kids play, but not like that though. Not like that.
Don't let 'em play
Easy.
like that.
No,
Relax.
Take it easy.
Relax. But can we talk about what he said about Yachty defending his pitcher? That was so funny and also so relatable because I probably would have felt the same way. Just to recap for those that didn't hear it, when he was asked about what happened and how Yachty defended his rookie pitcher who looked just stunned at the incident, he said, Yachty did what he had to do, and he goes, Yachty's such a legend. He could have punched me in the face, and I still would have asked for his autograph after the game.
Hell yeah. I would have done the same thing. He could have rocked me in the head, and I'm like, "Thank you. Can you sign where you hit me?"
I don't like Yachty.
Could
so
you sign my
I can't relate.
swollen cheek?
Can't relate. Don't like Yachty.
But pivoting to the other team in that series, the Cardinals, off to a slow start, but really they're just getting stitched up in their pitching
Yeah.
rotation, like Anthony predicted last week.
Yeah.
I blame the baby blue jerseys.
Those are
But-
really bad.
Here's what I'll say. I'm still buying on Arenado Goldschmidt. They're the only two on that team
Yeah.
doing what's expected of them.
100% buying in on that.
The Cardinals got what they paid for with those two players. It's hard to expect.
You have
less.
arguably top 3, if not the best, first baseman in baseball from the 2010s on your team.
Yep.
And you have, I don't care what anyone says, the best defensive third baseman to ever walk on the planet to be your anchor at the hot corner. Come on now.
But as Anthony predicted, and I try to give him more credit, those Cardinals some more credit. Anthony was selling on the rotation last week, and oh my God, am I getting convinced to sell on that rotation?
I'm gonna hold. This is the first 5 games. Let's see what they have to hold. Let's see what they have to offer. I'm gonna hold. I have faith in you guys.
I'm also gonna hold, but man, do they look rough in that first.
You're like just about to hit the enter on selling.
I'm just about to be like, oh, get me out of here.
It's the same with me and the Reds. It's teetering.
Let's go Reds! Next up in the National League, the Phillies sweep the Braves in a tough series. It looked dominant on paper because they're 4-0 right now.
Look good on paper.
Our Mets played last night for the first time.
We don't talk about it.
It was frustrating.
We won't talk about it.
But oh my God, these Phillies. Here's what's frustrating to me, and I'll let you guys go after this. I just wanted to say this. I was so sure the Phillies were gonna be competitive, but not a worry. They're gonna be such a worry for this National League East. They looked amazing, and sadly, I'm buying in on this Phillies. They are good.
I'm going to hold, but what I'm buying in on is Zach Wheeler, who is looking like a problem, which kind of hurts my feelings. Like, why Steven Matz went to Toronto? Now you're doing well. Zach Wheeler going to the Phillies. What the hell? He couldn't do that on the Mets? That's
because they know how he pitches, and they're just telling him, bro, pitch how you pitch. The Mets were like, no, all right, look.
We want you to be Jacob deGrom.
And he's like, but I'm not. What did I tell you? I'm buying it on Zach Wheeler. I've always loved Zach Wheeler. Him and we went to your first game pitched at Citi Field in 2013.
I got your T-shirt, and I still got that T-shirt.
I believe in you, Zach Wheeler, and I love you, except when you play the Mets. I don't want to buy into the Phillies because I hate them. They're the team I hate most in the MLB since I was a wee lad about Yo's high. But goddamn it, are they doing well? And I can't.
I'm spite holding on you guys. I'm going to spite hold on you. I'm not going to buy on you. I'm spite hold.
I got to buy in. The Phillies look nasty.
You look
buying it on Bryce Harper.
Oh, so where have your failures taken you? Straight back to the Bryce Harper hype train. Who was the only person who stayed on this hype train? Tell me his name. Who stayed on the train?
Bryce Harper.
Me.
Shut up, producer Josh.
I have been on this Bryce Harper hype train since he was on the Nationals. Everyone here thought I was crazy. You probably still do. I don't know how you... Okay, I got 2 people on this hype train now, huh?
No, I'm on
all aboard.
I have always respected what Bryce Harper did in 2015, but I've also always said, and I will admit that I've been wrong before, but I've always said he's a little overhyped. But
that's because of his contract. If he didn't have that monster contract,
100%.
Bryce Harper would be like, if it wasn't $330 million, if he would have signed like an 8-year, $250 million contract,
no one would be like,
I would
overrated.
I would be like, he's very rated guy, but no, because it's a 10-year, $330 million. He's overrated. But I'm buying it on Bryce Harper. I think he's going to have another great year, like not like 15, but I'd say like 17, 18 when he was having like that MVP-like season.
No.
I think Bryce Harper's going to kill it.
Now, if we had flashbacks all the times
Phillies missed playoffs,
they've disrespected his name. That you guys disrespected Bryce Harper. And now look at us. Look at where we've come.
He's so easy to hate, especially that he's a division rival. That's the thing.
I wanted you on the Mets for the longest time, and we couldn't make it happen. I wanted you. I did want him.
What's scary about Bryce Harper right now is that starting in 2019, and it's only gotten better, his discipline at the plate has just gotten better and better and better, and it's so frustrating.
You're just, bro, please strike out.
Yes, just start swinging again.
Bro, that was like last night. He got walked by DeGrom twice.
Yeah.
He already has 5 walks.
Look at that plate discipline.
That
plate discipline is ridiculous.
Yeah, game 5.
But do you think pitchers are actively pitching around him a little more? Or do you think that's just his eye?
Yeah, they're afraid of him.
They are.
Bro, because you can't tell me he doesn't have the pop. Like, Bryce Harper will send you...
And he has one of the nicest arms in the outfield. His arm is ridiculous. He has that defensive presence, too, in the outfield.
He kept Lindor on third. Did you see that last night?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Lindor stood there because it was Bryce Harper.
Bro.
He has that arm. Everyone knew he had that arm.
And get to that ball with that noodle. If Bryce Harper wasn't on the Phillies, I'd buy his jersey. But I agree. I would literally rather buy a bag full of human shit.
Buy his Nationals jersey.
I'm not buying a Nationals jersey either.
Oh, so it's not just the Phillies jersey. You just don't like Bryce Harper.
Wait, I'm gonna buy his high school jersey. Someone find me a Bryce Harper high school jersey. I'll rock the shit.
It's how
out
I
of that.
feel about.
I'll get his All-Star jersey.
There you go.
Big
Yeah,
brain
there
moves,
you go.
big
It's
brain
how I
moves.
feel about Rendon. I love that I could root for him now, because he was so hard to root for on the Nationals. Because you're just like, ugh.
I still don't want to root for Rendon. I still hate you. No idea why. No
Rendon
reason.
is so
Rendon?
good, fun to watch.
That's fucked
You're one of
up.
those players. You're just one of those people. You know those people.
Yes,
you just
we
look
share
at them
names.
Like,
I can't hate him. We share
but you
names.
know those people. You just look at their face and it's like, I don't like you.
Yeah,
For me,
that's fair.
he's that guy.
Pivoting to the other team, we kind of ranted about the Phillies a lot emotionally, but the Braves.
Oh,
I'm still
on
buying.
the whole team.
I'm buying
bro.
it on
Are
the
you
Braves.
kidding me? The Braves are still like 95%.
It is
gonna win the
wild in 3 games and some change because they're actually playing right now. The only player to bat over 250 in 3 games, Travis d'Arnaud. Everybody else besides Travis d'Arnaud, as we shoot this today, after that first series against the Phillies, is under a 250 average.
Well, Freddie Freeman hasn't gotten a hit.
He
right?
hasn't gotten a hit.
Nope. Oh, he might have gotten a hit today in the game.
He
hasn't
might have. I don't know. It's
I don't
it's
know.
going on
Pull
right
up
now.
stats.
He had a home run.
Oh, well,
Oh, there
Freddie
you go.
Freeman. There you go. Bada
And
boom.
Ronald Acuna had a really good game today too.
Yeah, 2 home runs.
2 home runs.
See, look, they're already starting to heat up.
It's the
Reckon
frustration coming out, is what it is.
It's a
And it
slow
was
start.
on
It's a
Max
slow start.
Scherzer, your Cy Young pick.
Yeah.
We all have mistakes.
At least our Cy Young pick gave up 0 runs.
We all have bad games.
Yeah,
Everyone has a bad
baby.
game. Everyone has a bad
No, I
game.
think Ryu gave up a run.
Oh, I'm talking about National League.
Oh, yes.
That's
yes.
right.
If we're
Everyone-
talking, Shane Bieber gave up 3 runs last week.
Everyone
Yeah.
has a bad
I mean-
game. Mad Max, you still have a chance to redeem yourself before I start selling on you.
Next up in the National League is the Padres versus the Diamondbacks. Another hard-fought series.
Great series.
It didn't. Again, another one. Doesn't look it on paper, but if you watch those games, they were pretty hard-fought. Ketel Marte, man.
Ketel Marte, yes sir. I need you to play more center field so you can get that double positioning in fantasy. But hey, you're doing crazy for the Diamondbacks
I'm buying
right now.
on Ketel Marte.
Oh,
He's nice.
I've been buying from
The rest of the
Ketel
Diamondbacks
Marte.
are garbage.
I've been buying on Ketel Marte since last season. He's nice, both in the outfield and in the infield. He can do it all.
I think Diamondbacks compete for one of the worst records in baseball this year. Sorry.
Damn. I mean, you're probably not wrong,
I'm not
unfortunately.
going to disagree.
Mad Bum is washed.
I am also selling on the Diamondbacks,
Yeah.
which, as these guys know, have always been my kind of like
Oh, he's loved the Diamondbacks.
dark horse team every single year.
I
This
don't
year I
know.
went with the Reds, but
I feel like ever since Goldschmidt kind of
Left.
left, it's been a little more quiet for the Diamondbacks.
Goldschmidt was the reason they were my dark horse team, and then Ketel Marte. But Ketel Marte's still hard carrying, and I'm
Super.
always gonna buy Ketel Marte. Always. We love their jerseys.
Yes, we do.
Buying on the jerseys.
Yeah.
Throwback jerseys. I'm
Yes,
buying in on the
yes.
I have a throwback jersey.
Which
I
one
have
do
a
you have,
throwback
Randy?
hat.
I have the
Who do you have on it, Randy?
Randy Johnson. I have from the
Yeah.
2001 World Series.
Let's pivot to the team that is most important in this series, and the San Diego Padres. The entire lineup is as hot as we expected.
Dirty.
It's scary.
Were they in a World Series team?
Nice.
Did I pick them from a World Series team?
You did. You picked them to win the whole
you
thing.
picked them to win the World Series.
Yeah.
My guys.
They're not winning the World Series,
Probably not, but those are my guys.
I mean, they have the pieces to.
but they won't.
I don't know.
I feel it in my loins.
well,
I mean,
my loins.
we're all been buying on the
Yeah.
Padres.
And
It's hard not to buy on the Padres.
let's all hope for a speedy recovery for Mr. Fernando Tatis.
Oh yes.
Oh God.
That was an injury that no one wants to see, and I'm honestly super disappointed that it happened.
Look, that was my
Yeah.
MVP pick, and he's down.
That was my keeper.
That was
It's hard.
How did you get?
It's hard to see someone like that get hurt this early in the season, especially for what 5 to 6 weeks, roughly.
About
It's
that's
how
what
long
it's
that
looking like.
worse.
injury usually
Depending, they
takes.
said if it's a tear, he's
Yeah.
done
Well,
for the
let's
year.
hope for
Let's
the
hope it's
best.
not a
It's
tear.
5. Let's hope for 5 or 6 weeks. That looks like the most realistic one. If it's not a tear,
You know how much ungadungas you need when to swing the bat, and you just pop your shoulder out, bro.
Not to take away from like the X factor Tatis has, but this is making the Padres front office look genius because
Yeah.
everyone when they signed Hassan Kim was like, what are you going to do with him? He's a middle infielder. You have Cronenworth and Tatis
Yep.
who are super solid. What are you going to do with him? And depth is the name of the game.
100%.
We learned
300
that with
IQ
the
moves.
Mets many times. We've learned
Yeah.
that with the White Sox. The Padres
Why you gotta
are
name my 2 teams right off the bat? What
the Padres.
punch me.
The Padres are gonna be okay, not fine, because Tatis,
That's still
Tatis
a big
is
piece.
different.
That's a
yes,
big
but
piece.
the team can hold for itself. They can
Right.
hold up.
But
They
at
can
least
hold
the
up.
guy they're slotting in to replace him for right now is a
looking
solid.
good.
He's
pick.
good enough.
He's
He's
looking
very,
good.
he's very much good enough to hold that position down.
And let's talk about Anthony's favorite MLB player,
What are you talking about?
Eric, middle name Hosmer. The guy leading this team right now, a 467, 529, and a 1,000 slugging percentage.
He's looking like that
2
guy.
home runs, 6 RBI. The king of the Padres right now, the king of San Diego.
I used to like you, Eric Hosmer, back in 2014 when the Royals played the Giants in the World Series. I was all in. I was like, yo, let's go Royals, Cinderella team, underdog story. Game 7, y'all lost. I was like, man, oh well. Then 2015 happened, and you played my New York Mets in
Your
the World
homerism
Series.
kicked in.
Yes, it did. My homerism
it wasn't
and
kick
me
in.
being a salty bitch kicked in. All right, and you guys steamrolled the Mets in 5 games. We're not going to get into that. That's a whole other argument for another time. But ever since then, I've hated you and Mike Moustakas with a fiery passion. Every year, I'm just like, nah, I want to see you 200 strikeouts.
And now, finally, to wrap up this segment of recapping the first few days of the MLB season, I put together the 2 teams who rank the top in runs allowed and runs scored. And you tell me which teams, we kind of went over some of them, but some of them we didn't get to mention, which teams you're buying, which teams you're holding, which teams you're selling. Here are the teams who have scored 30 runs or more. Astros with 41.
Buying in on the Dusty Bunch.
Let's
Buying,
go.
Yep. Dodgers with 36.
Buying in on the
Buy.
Dodgers.
Buying. The Reds with 32.
Holding.
Hard
Super
hold.
duper buy,
Hold
baby.
the line.
Putting my
hard hold.
life savings on the Reds. Royals with 31.
You know what? I'm gonna buy. I'll
Sell.
buy on. Yeah, I'll
Selling
buy
on the Royals. Don't believe on the Royals.
I'm a fringe buy on the Royals.
I'm a fringe buy on the Royals, too. I'm
Fringe
with
buy
Benoit
on you
this
guys.
one.
Y'all are wild.
The Royals I was talking to producer Josh earlier about this. The Royals have somehow made a rebuild season look competitive. Next up, the Angels tied with the Royals, 31 runs.
Buy.
them.
Shohei
Buying on
Ohtani,
the
been bought.
Angels, baby.
And the
Mike
And
Trout,
buying on the
been
Twins.
bought.
The Twins are insane. Nelson Cruz. You're not even a human being. You're just a nice bottle of wine. I feel like the older you get, the
I mean, that's been
the
true.
better you
The older he's
become.
been getting, the
It's
better he's
true.
been getting.
you jumped the gun a little bit with the Twins with 30.
Yeah.
Buying. We didn't get to
I'm
talk
buying on
about
them.
them much, but I will always buy them regular season.
no,
It's just about that
No, always good.
postseason.
Jose Barrios is
I
gonna be.
buy in on their jerseys too.
And I
Love that
think-
blue with the gold and red. Ooh, crispy.
I think Barrios is gonna be that pitcher for them for a long
He
time.
had a freaking no-hitter. Was it a no-hitter when he got pulled?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
pulled
Yeah.
him from a
No-hitter.
no-hitter.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna
thought
be-
so.
Why would you do that?
He's gonna be
It's
that
just
guy.
the tail of the beginning of
He's
the
gonna be
season.
the pitcher that
Stupid.
they had when Johan was still there. That ace in the hole that they always had. Barrios is gonna be that next in line after Johan.
And now here are the teams with the best pitching so far. These are the teams that have allowed 10 or fewer runs. In the lead, we have the Philadelphia Phillies.
Are we talking overall pitching or starting
team.
and
Spite hold.
selling?
Spite hold.
I think their bullpen is going to start shitting in their pants soon.
I hope
They're going to get scouted, and they're going to be like, oh, this asshole does this and that. Boom, roasted.
I hope to God they start to go back to last year's bullpen. But
I'm not
for
giving you
now,
the benefit.
I am like on the weirdest cusp of buy and hold. I need a little bit more to prove to me the consistency, but it's looking unfortunately nice. Next up, we got the Yankees, who only allowed 7 runs despite losing 2 to the Blue Jays.
Hold, only because you have Garrett Cole. People overhype him. I don't care what anyone says. I don't give a what anyone says. Garrett Cole's overhyped a bit. We're not going to get into that
Is
right
that a
now.
contract issue too?
Oh, yeah, but that's more of the issue. People are, who is the ace of New York? We're not going to get into that because I'm going to start yelling at the top of my
Well,
lungs.
shake up the ground. Shake up the ground. I'm not gonna argue with
Corey
anybody else.
Kluber, I want to
Yeah.
wait on a bit.
Yes.
Don't
I
like
agree
him
on
without
that.
a beard. That's weird.
I hope he does well, though.
I also just love me some Araldis Chapman.
I really hope Corey Kluber does well. I think he deserves it. I want to see a career resurgence with him on
What
the
about
Yankees.
the team?
I'm gonna buy on him.
Yeah,
I have them.
I'm
as my
gonna
favorite.
buy on them
I have
too.
them my
I'm buying
favorite.
on most of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Not buying in on Gleyber Torres.
We talked about the Twins already. They are tied for third, only allowing 8 runs. We talked about them already.
Nice.
The Braves are the next one, tied for third
Buying
with
on the
8,
Braves. We
Buy.
spoke about this, yeah.
which is so unfortunate that you allowed 8 runs and are 0-3.
That's a shame. That's truly a shame.
It's a shame,
You know what
but
that sounds like? The Mets.
that does sound
Yeah.
like the Mets
They were all
of the
pitching
past like
and
4
then
years.
oh,
Yeah.
God.
And then finally we have the Toronto Blue Jays, only allowed 10 runs.
Buying, just like I said.
I think we're all buying.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all
I'll
buying.
buy on them.
Well, that was buy, sell, hold. I loved how we recapped a lot of the MLB
did.
news in the past week. Well, I'll throw it to you, Anthony. Well, Anthony, in
My
another
turn.
dimension, he's going to bring to us The top 10 things we want to see in the new decade of MLB.
We want to see it. You want to see it. Let's go see it.
Let's get it.
The 2020s are upon us.
Oh, I feel old.
What's up, guys? It's Anthony, and here we're going to talk about the top 10 things we want to see in the new 2020 decade of baseball. Starting off at number 10, the youth movement. We want to see the kids keep raking. Juan Soto, Randy Arozarena, Ronald Acuna, Vlad Jr., and Fernando Tatis. We want to see them keep getting those hits, leading the teams become the faces of their franchise and the MLB for the next decade to come. At number 9, please, a new baseball game. We need to either work on MLB The Show because, let's be honest, that game is not perfect whatsoever. It pisses me off. It pisses all my friends off. All right, either we got to perfect this game, or you know what? Maybe it's time to release a new competitor. RBI Baseball, trash. Bring back 2K Baseball, or bring back MLB The Bigs to make the show crack down. I just want classic teams, damn it. I just want to play with my old favorites. Number 8, international love. Word to Pitbull and Chris Brown. We already see how much baseball has affected Latin America, Central America, all that. Beautiful. They live, breathe baseball. Now, we want them to hit a little bit more of the Asian market a bit more. They love baseball over there, but now we need to have more faces in the MLB. You got Ohtani, and history, you have Matsui, Tanaka, Ichiro. Number 7, third wild card team. Now, a lot of people don't even like the fact that there's a wild card team, but you know what? The MLB needs a third one. So many teams have decided to become sellers and give up by deadline because they realize they're not going to be able to make that little extra postseason push because the other 2 wild card teams are just too strong. And you know what? Let's make baseball even more competitive. Make more people want to be winners. All right? Give the first team a bye. Have everyone else play just like how they did last year, just not as many teams. Third wildcard team will keep things fresh, competitive, and will help reduce many teams selling them off. Numero 6. We're calling this stick to your guns. Look, we love the home run hitters. We love everybody because it's gone. We all love it. We love the trot around the diamond. But you know what? We need to show some love for your contact guys. Guys who are high average, low home run. Want to know why? Because you're good at your job. And your job is to just get on base and hit balls however you get it. No one cares. Just get on damn base, all right? Billy Beane said it best. Does he get on base? And yes, you do. Number 5, universal DH. Please. It's about that time already. Number 4, let the kids play. Let them play. That's MLB's new slogan, and it's time for them to stick to it. Let them do the bat flips. They pimp a home run. Guess what? Flip the bat. Because why? Because you just destroyed a pitch coming at you. All right? You want to showboat all you want because you're doing nasty, you're on fire? Go ahead, showboat. Don't swing on a 3-0 count. That's so rude. That. Slap that bitch across the fence. Are you kidding me? Rack up the score. Don't be, oh, we're already beating them 10-0. That's not nice. Make it 20-0. Who cares? Stat pad and look good. Number 3, new faces on the biggest stage. This past decade, we saw a lot of the same repeat teams in the World Series every year. And honestly, I was kind of getting tired of it. Like, we get it. You make it every couple of years. This new decade, we want to see some fresh new teams in the World Series. Maybe teams that can finally make their first appearance or even win their first World Series, maybe end some droughts. But honestly, I just want new teams in the World Series. I'm tired of it. I want someone to root for when my teams aren't in there. Number 2, shuffling the record books. Look, records exist for only one reason, and that's to be broken. And it's time to see some MLB records broken. All right, I don't care. It could be Barry Bonds' home run record, Ichiro's single season hits record, Ricky Henderson's steal record, K-Rod's save record, so on and so forth. You know, it's come to the point where I would even take someone getting 60 home runs just to get close. No one's done it since the early 2000s with Sammy Sosa. Just, you know, if you can't break the record, get it close. Bring some excitement, some fire. Just, oh my God, he could do it again. Me personally, the person I think has the best shot at doing anything, I think Giancarlo Stanton has a shot to at least jump to the 60 home run mark. Maybe if he has the season of his life, break Barry Bonds' single season home run record. He is the pure epitome of a power hitter, and he plays at Yankee Stadium, a very home run friendly park. I would love to see Giancarlo Stanton hit legendary number 74. And finally, number 1, the top thing we want to see in the 2020 decade is a return to perfection. This is one of the hardest feats in all of Major League Baseball, and that is to throw a perfect game. The last player to do it was Felix Hernandez in 2012. There have only been 23 perfect games in the entire over 100-year history of Major League Baseball. And you know what? Let's see number 24 this 2020 decade. All right? You know who I would love to see throw a perfect game? And call it homerism, I want Mr. Jacob deGrom to throw the first perfect game in New York Mets history. All right? It needs to be done. Everyone wants to see it. It's just such a chef's kiss, beautiful, legendary moment that every fan should have to see in their lifetime. Honorable mention goes to, he didn't make the list, but honestly, us and a lot of baseball fans would love to see this. The Montreal Expos returning to Major League Baseball. Expansion teams are always a fun thing, and the first one we want to see make a comeback is the Montreal Expos. You should have never left. You're the Washington Nationals now. Time to make that hot comeback. And these are the 10 things we would love to see for this new decade of baseball. Back to you, Josh. Where the do I go?
Well, thanks for that great list, Anthony. Now let's get back to everyone's favorite game.
His enthusiasm kills me. Every single time it just, courses through my... We're going to give you more salts.
Playing some start, bench, cut. So we're going to get 3 players, and you're going to decide if you had to pick on your team who to start and who to bench, and one just to get rid of, cut them.
All right, so we're playing GM today. We're playing GM. Let's do
It's
it.
like MLB The Show. I
I
love
do
it.
this all the time.
All right.
All right.
Cutting.
Oh.
We got Walker Buehler, Blake
Blake
Snell,
Snell,
Garrett Cole. Jesus.
I got
That's hard.
I have my I have
All right,
off
go,
the
go,
rip. I'm
go.
starting Walker Buehler because I love Walker Buehler.
Okay.
I'm gonna bench Garrett Cole, and I'm gonna sadly have to cut Blake Snell. I love you, but I'm gonna cut you.
Really?
That hurt me.
I'm sorry.
That hurt
Do you
my
want to go next
soul.
or want me to go?
You can go.
All right. I'm starting Blake Snell.
Let's go.
Because I love you, Blake Snell. Love when you were on the Rays. I'm going to bench Walker Buehler, and I'm getting rid of Garrett Cole.
I'm on board with Anthony on this one. That's my exact answer.
Sorry, Yankee fans.
Blake Snell
Kind of not sorry.
is one of my favorite pitchers, active pitchers. Love watching him play. Love his enthusiasm. He's a dude. Walker Buehler, somehow, even though he has a ring, underrated. I feel like people don't talk about him.
Yeah, no.
Dude's a monster.
It's because
I feel like if it
it's
was-
what happens when you have Clayton
But I
Kershaw
feel
in
like-
front of you.
But I feel like if
Future
Trevor
Hall of
Bauer didn't
Famer.
go to the Dodgers, he'd be the
Yes,
next ace. He'd be
that's
the ace.
true.
He would be the number 1 name. Then Kershaw would be under him. But now that Bauer's there,
Isn't
goes
Buehler
Bauer,
number 2?
Buehler.
Bueller's number 2. Kershaw still went out of respect probably because he's the only one I think that got hit up this past weekend.
Look, I get you. They got to respect and love Kershaw, but it's time to knock him down. Let's be like, look, bro, you're getting up there, Chief. You don't got the stuff
And
no
in my
more.
eyes, it's
Yeah,
Buehler.
12-6 isn't as
Like,
nasty
No,
anymore.
it's more like an 11-5.
Like even though Bauer's, I think it's Buehler who's the number 1 over there.
Bueller's
Yeah.
the number 1.
He's
I
number
agree.
1.
Cole, I'm not as much of a homer as this one over here. I love Cole. I think he's nasty. But out of these 3,
I try my hardest
it
not
might
to be
be
a homer.
heresy for the Bronx people, but I'm cutting Cole.
And Blake Snell's voice does not match that face. His voice does not match his face.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all.
When I
He
first
looks like he just
heard
like-
him speak,
Look at him right there. Tell me not. He just didn't look like he just smoked an O right before the game. He just rolled the fattest J.
was it him?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Was it him who
He would never do that. But I'm saying
was that
he
him?
looks like it.
Who found about one of the transactions on stream? He was
Yeah,
streaming
while
on
he was in the
Twitch,
middle
and he was
streaming.
like, and
Yeah.
he saw the transaction.
He streams a lot,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good for you.
All right, that's
right.
our starting pitching.
Catcher, all right.
Get it?
We're only doing current?
My list is done. I got my list ready after
Salvador
everything I've been through.
Perez, Wilson Contreras. I didn't know Wilson was with 2 L's. And Will Smith.
I am starting Wilson Contreras. I'm
Okay.
benching Will Smith, and I'm cutting Salvador Perez because he tore his ACL at fucking baggage claim. I have been through baggage claims so many times, and my ACL has been fine.
Bro, he had like equipment and shit. Like he was just trying to like all knee back type lifting, like probably 200 pounds worth of luggage.
What about you?
You're an athlete.
All right, I think I'm gonna start Wilson Contreras, bench Salvi, and cut Will Smith.
What?
You're wrong. You're wrong for that.
I guess we're all shuffled on this one. No one agrees on this one because I am starting Will Smith. Will Smith is a bad mamma jamma. I am benching Salvi because Salvi used to be one of the best catchers in the league. Now he's lost a step or two, but he still has it. Sometimes
age. Starting to catch up.
Salvi's power just comes out, and you're just like, whoa. Wilson Contreras, I've always thought you were overrated. I'm sorry, but
I love you, Wilson Contreras. Don't listen to him.
First
let's
base.
go.
Get it?
Fun position.
Oh,
This
well,
is
I know.
so easy for
Well,
me.
I know exactly who Ant's gonna start. It's gonna be Eric Hosmer.
Let's start
I'll
with
fight
Anthony
you right now.
This is the easiest thing for
If
Anthony.
you don't start Eric Hosmer, you're wrong.
I'd rather be wrong. Starting Paul Goldschmidt, benching Rizzo. Eric Hosmer, get the off my team.
I'm gonna start Paul Goldschmidt. Love you, Goldie. I'm gonna bench Eric Hosmer. And I'm gonna cut Anthony Rizzo.
I'm on board with that. I love Rizzo.
So
but
do
out
I.
of these three,
You're wild.
I'm getting way more production out of Goldschmidt
Yeah.
Hosmer. Way more production out of
Yeah,
Goldschmidt
Like, I
Look
Hosmer.
at that face. You have the heart to tell
I
that
will look
face?
him in the eye and tell him you're trash. You're getting cut. Go
Trash?
work at Walmart.
Trash.
I will cut him in his face.
Wow. Well, Goldschmidt has been one of my favorite active players for a minute now. Hosmer, he's just nice. He's just nice. You can't cut
good.
Hosmer.
I know I'm cutting Hosmer. No
Especially
problem.
after what we said to him at the game, in that Mets game.
No,
the road
you
game.
said that.
Yeah, I know you remember that, Eric Hosmer. If you watch, just tweet me. Tell me that you remember it, because I know you do.
Next, second base.
Oh,
this is
oh,
easy.
This
yeah,
is easy for
that's
me.
easy.
So easy.
Oh, wait. No, it's not.
The one I'm starting is easy. The other two is kind of
Yeah,
hard for
I
me.
agree. The one I'm starting is easy.
No, easy.
The one I'm cutting and benching is hard.
Easy. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm starting Def Jam DJ LeMahieu, benching Jeff
fair.
McNizzle. Ozzy Albies, I don't buy into your hype.
I was about to say that exact same thing, but I'm flipping the bench start. I'm cutting Ozzy for sure.
You're starting McNizzle?
But I'm going to start McNeil. I just like his fire. DJ LeMahieu is like putting a robot at the plate, and he'll just like...
But that robot produces.
That's what I'm saying. It's like putting a robot at the plate who just has like a laser vision on balls, but he has no personality. I will take the crazy psychotic Jeff McNeil just to be
that
fun.
crazy.
Bro, he like flied out and he cursed himself out 8 times on the way to first.
You've never
He's
done that?
nuts.
I'm sure you would too. He should have hit that ball
Bro,
farther.
he hit a good ball. It was just out, and he's like, God damn it.
Yeah, because he knows you should have hit it
Relax.
harder.
He's trying to win games.
I'm sure if you missed the ball by a few inches off the bat, you would say the same thing to
Look,
yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Because of emotion, I'm going to take McNeil. LeMahieu, way better glove. But because of emotion, I'm going to take McNeil.
I'm curious as to what you pick because you love
This is
your-
hard for you. You love all three of these guys.
You
I do love all
some
three.
Ozzy Albies.
I'm gonna start Jeff McNeil. I love Jeff McNeil. Love Jeff.
Def Jam LeMahieu over
I'm-
here, boy.
This one's gonna be controversial. I'm not gonna agree with either of you. I'm gonna
cutting?
bench Ozzy. I want that.
Are you crazy?
I want.
He's arguably the best second baseman in the last 2-3 years, Chief.
I want the person who can steal me a base, get in those RBI,
Okay,
who
okay.
can get in those run scoring
remember
situations.
from last week, he loves the
I'm
base
I'm
stealers.
a base stealer. I like the person who can get on base for me. Also get those RBIs up in the lineup.
But damn, you're
It's
cutting
hard.
a 300 hitter.
if I
Yankees
could-
fans, don't come for me about Garrett Cole. Come for him. For
if I could have it my
Mr.
way,
LeMahieu.
if I could have it my way, I'd have Jeff McNeil start second base. I'd have Ozzy Albies start shortstop and DJ LeMahieu start at third. If I could have my way, I'd
I
have
mean,
it like that.
McNeil. McNeil start third.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'd have it that way.
fucked up, out of position.
I'd have all three of them play on my team. But you're making me start bench and cut one. That's my list.
Ooh, the
shortstop.
premium position right now.
This is easy for me.
I did not see this list coming.
This is hard.
For me, this is a little easier than the last one.
No, this is hard as hell for me.
Well,
Oh yeah, for you.
This is hard.
I'm for sure starting Javi. I'm starting Javi.
Wow, really?
I'm gonna start Javi. I'm gonna bench Bo Bichette and I'm gonna cut Xander.
wow.
That's crazy.
I got between the two. I was gonna either start Bo Bichette or start Javi. I was definitely gonna cut Xander Bogaerts from the jump.
Anything I say, I'm gonna be mad at myself.
Do you want me to go so that way
Yes.
you have an extra second?
Yes.
All right, I'm starting Bo Bichette because he's part of the youth movement and he's been killing it right now. I'm benching Xander Bogaerts because he's still really good defensively and he still can get the bat. I'm cutting you, Javi. Sorry.
That's a crime.
That's a crime.
That's a crime.
I love his personality.
cutting-
I love him as a person,
Crime.
but I just don't think he's the best shortstop out of the three. That
Crime.
I
Who are
don't.
you cutting again?
I'm cutting Xander.
That's crazy. This is another one we're all shuffled then because I'm starting Xander. Xander, like you said, I agree. Just super underrated defensively, offensively. Love Xander.
Who are you gonna cut?
This hurts me.
I'm gonna hit you over the head with this mic.
hang on.
Don't you dare
I
cut
am-
Bo
who you
Bichette.
I'm cutting Bo Bichette.
Oh, what's the matter with you?
Javier Baez, yes, he's a strikeout king.
You have homerism just for Puerto Ricans, but that's okay because I have homerism for Cubans.
I got homerism for Asians.
His defensive wizardry
Yeah.
is miles above what Bo Bichette has shown so
You
far.
have to admit, it's always between him and Lindor for number 1 or 2 defensive shortstop in the league.
And Bo Bichette, look, I love Bo Bichette, but he's barely been in the league.
I'm giving it to the young blood. Young blood, baby.
Javi has shown what he can do. Yes, he's been striking out a ton. I hope he can steer that ship right. I'll keep him on that bench right behind Xander.
A nice another shuffle up. It's always good.
It's always good. A shuffle up's always good.
Let's go. Third base next. Let's do it.
Oh, great. Let's see who you put for this one.
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh my God, that's hard.
That one is very.
You made these pretty good.
This is the hardest one by a lot.
So hard.
This is the hardest one by a lot.
I wish the Padres kept those jerseys and not the shit brown and
Yeah.
piss yellow.
I like those.
You
Huh?
would like those.
It's,
With the shit
yeah.
and piss colors, you would like
That's
that.
disgusting.
You would like that.
This is really, 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 really difficult.
I got mine. I got mine.
I got mine too.
I don't
I
even
got
have
mine.
mine yet.
All right, I'm starting Manny Machado because he is he's a gold gloving third baseman. No matter how much he's like, bro, I play shortstop. Bro, you kill it at the hot corner at third base. And he rakes. That man can hit. He has postseason experience. He's got World Series experience.
He does everything.
But so do the other two, so it doesn't really matter. I'm benching Jose Ramirez, and I'm dumping Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman, you're nice, but I like the other two more. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, champ.
I'm kind of on a similar logic as you, but different players completely. I'm starting Jose Ramirez.
Okay.
He's a 5-tool player. Like,
He's
people
nice.
sleep on him.
He's nice.
He steals bases. He hits for power. He hits for contact. He fields like a mother.
He does everything.
I am benching Manny for all the reasons you said. Sorry. I'm benching Alex Bregman
You're
because his
cutting
bat
Manny-
is just nuts.
You're cutting Manny Machado.
And I am sadly, I love Manny. He's on my fantasy team. I love
kid,
Manny.
bro, get outta here.
But I am benching Bregman because of that wild bat. He just has a wild bat, and the clutch factor's crazy.
Truthfully, I'm going with the exact same as Gabe. I can't.
You
cut
guys
Bregman.
dead ass?
I cannot bench Bregman.
You can't cut Bregman.
You're wild.
That bat is a game-changing bat in the lineup. You can't cut that. Let's see that outfield.
Of course, I knew this was coming. This is the exact trio
I got it.
I saw coming.
I got it.
Too.
I got
but
it.
this is painful. How dare you?
I know who I'm gonna
I got
cut.
it.
I know who I'm gonna cut off the rip.
This is
and
so-
It's based off of the stance in the picture.
This is a crime.
I can go first because I'm gonna say it with chest. I'm gonna
Say it with your chest.
with chest.
Say it. Put the word out there.
I'm gonna start Mike Trout. So I love you, Mike Trout. You're that guy. I'm
Respectful.
gonna bench Mookie because you're that other guy. Juan Soto can shuffle his way off my team, and that's it. Shuffle your ass out the door.
You want to go or you want me to go?
I'll go. It's gonna upset a lot of people. It's
it's
upsetting me.
You're
just
gonna
thinking
start
about
Juan Soto, aren't you?
No, I'm starting Mookie Betts, my favorite player.
Don't tell me you're gonna cut Mike Trout.
No. We're skipping that end. You go first. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna get upset.
All right, almost the same as yours, but I'm starting Mookie Betts because I think Mookie
Amen.
Betts is slowly going to take over as the best player in baseball.
I can
he
agree.
killed it on his first year with the Dodgers, killed it in the World Series
Well-
for the Dodgers. Mike Trout is still like top 3 players in baseball right now. But you know what? I think Mookie Betts might have just got
truthfully,
over the top.
I think-
and then I'm benching Trout and then Juan Soto. You're nice, but off my team.
Truthfully, I think we're looking at the 2 best players in their
They're-
respective
they're,
leagues.
They're number 1 and 2.
In their
without a
respective
doubt.
leagues, they're number 1, without a doubt. And then Juan Soto is off my team, gone. He's on the bus. Get the hell back home.
On the bus.
Go. He's been
Didn't
on the
even
bus.
get him a plane
Nope.
ticket.
Getting him a flight.
That's fucked
If it was up to me, he would walk his ass home.
Walk.
Go ahead, Gabe. Go ahead and
All
call
right,
Mike
listen
Trout.
to me.
Go ahead
Listen
and
to
call
me.
Mike
Listen
Trout.
to me.
Go ahead.
Just listen to me.
How can we even listen to this?
Go ahead,
Listen
cut
to
him.
me. All 3 of these players are phenomenal. One of them is my favorite active player by a large margin, Mookie Betts, starting. The other one is my MVP pick for the National League, and I have to bench him because I have to because he's that nice, and I think he's going to overcome Trout in the next 6 or 7 years as one of the best players ever. Trout is phenomenal. Like, there's no doubting that. But at this point, they're all phenomenal. I had to break it down to this one thing. Watchability and fun factor, and I'd way rather watch Betts or Soto than Trout.
I'd rather watch Mike Trout, especially in that center field. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to like really think about what you just said. Think about what you've done. I'll give you a chance to retract your statements.
Okay, let me think. Hold on.
This guy's really dead ass.
Oh, you're super. Give him a chance.
Cut Trout. And
Any
that's
more?
it, right? All right, did you do a pitcher one?
Bone.
Oh, we got a DH. Coaches. Ball boys.
Bench
Oh. You're. Ooh.
This is easy.
I know what I'm
Easy.
doing. I know what I'm doing.
Easy.
I don't have to rip. Off the
My
rip.
jersey,
I'm
my
gonna-
jersey,
I'm gonna
my
start
jersey
yelling.
should tell you exactly
My
where I'm going.
nationality should tell you what I'm
This
going
is
to
be
choose.
hard.
This
I'm
is
going to
easy.
go first because it's off the rip. Easiest one for me.
All right.
Ichiro Suzuki, number 1.
Okay.
That's that guy.
Okay.
Number 2 is Albert Pujols. The
Okay.
second guy.
Okay.
I'm cutting Mr. PED.
I am the flip of that. I see what producer Josh did. He chose our favorite legends.
You're a bad
Pujols.
person.
Pujols start. Ichiro bench because he's a legend. Bonds, Mr. PED.
Yeah.
Not the true home run king. Let's go Henry Aaron, Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
It's Pujols, Suzuki, Bonds.
If you say anything different, I will not hesitate to hit you upside
Let's
the head.
hear this.
Oh, you're gonna hear this.
Let's hear it.
Start. The home run king, Barry Bonds.
That's disgusting.
Barry
crime.
Bonds was that man,
I wish
and
I had
will
water. I
die
wish I had
on that
water in
hill
jail.
forever.
You belong in jail for what you
he
just
didn't
said.
need PEDs. That's how good he was. But PEDs,
He was that good.
He
He was
was
good.
a Hall
He
of
was
Famer
good.
without the PEDs. He took
It's
a
true.
little- He dipped his toe a little bit into the, the
A little.
He took a dolphin dive in there. He dove head first.
I will never not. Barry Bonds.
Oh.
He dove head first in hypodermic needles.
Oh, he did a whole
Barry
backflip,
Bonds
bro.
is like the most intentionally walked player because people are afraid of him. No pitcher was
true.
ever more afraid of a batter than Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds walked into the batter box and pitchers' assholes tightened like this much.
You clearly have not seen him swan dive into a pool of PEDs.
Bro, it doesn't matter. Barry Bonds start.
Pujols is the greatest of all time.
Pujols bench because I love Albert Pujols.
Well, you
Albert
know what? I
Pujols
agree
is
with
the
that.
machine, and he's in my top 3 all time with Barry Bonds. I don't have my top 3s in no order because I can't pick. I love Ichiro
Don't look at
Suzuki. I love Ichiro Suzuki, but
Lose
you
my number.
both know I am a whore for the home run.
Yeah.
And Barry Bonds is number 1, and Albert Pujols is number 5.
He's about, by the end of the season, hopefully, he surpasses Rodriguez.
I love that.
He would have to
For-
get what? He'd have to get 690.
I forgot, 694?
No, I think A-Rod was
697?
4 away. So 697. He
697.
would have to just like
He could do it this
he
year.
could like gently kiss the 700.
He'll do it this year.
I friggin' hope so. I love Ichiro.
No, you don't.
Bro, I love Ich.
Don't look at me.
I love the fact that he learned Spanish just so he could talk that hot, spicy shit to the
Lose my
Hispanic
number.
players. But I love me some home run hitters, so I'm cutting
That's
Ich.
cap. You don't love Ichiro. That's cap.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Pujols is the greatest of all time. Start Pujols.
I love you, Barry Bonds, and I'll defend your name forever.
That just ruined my
That
day.
was a nice.
You just ruined my mood.
The start bench cut got pretty
Ruined my mood.
volatile.
That was great. I was wondering why he hit me up earlier. He was like, bro, who are your top 3 of all time?
You should be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Producer, sir, for doing this to me. You ended a friendship.
So 2 of my top
you
3
just
already
ended
here.
a whole friendship.
Yeah.
You just created a rift in this friendship. I hope you're proud.
I'm going to appear on this show with a Barry Bonds jersey soon. Watch.
Disgusting.
I'm going to put respect on my
Yeah, I'm
man's
gonna
name.
give you a jar of PDs put on the side of it.
I respect Bonds' talent. I don't respect his decision to dive headfirst into the
He had a
Roy's.
gorgeous swing. I love that man's swing.
He gorgeously swung himself into PEDs. Well, Josh, I hope you're proud of yourself. Hope you're proud of what you just done. Thank you for the game, I guess, is right for me to say to you, but I don't want to thank you. Well, let's see what's on the internet, guys. Let's see what's been circulating around the good old interweb about our good old sport baseball.
It's already good times.
I still want to look at you. It still hurts me looking at your face.
Bro, I'm sorry. I don't know
No,
what
you're
to
not.
tell you.
You're not sorry.
I am sorry.
See what the White Sox tweeted today. What was it? Today? Yeah.
No, not today. This was opening weekend.
Opening weekend. All right. I'm wrong. I can admit that I'm wrong. Unlike Ant. He doesn't want to admit he's wrong, Barry Bonds. Lucas
Let it go.
Giolito. Lucas Giolito strikes out 8 in season opener. What's the first comment, guys? Ant, want to read that first comment for me?
All right, it says, couldn't even win for Eloy, shaking my head. And then it says, R.I.P. Eloy. Because of on opening day, the White Sox hung Eloy Jimenez's jersey up in the dugout. Now, and they signed it. The only problem with that is, yes, it's a nice gesture. Eloy Jimenez is out for the season with a torn pectoral.
Half the season.
Half the season?
Yeah.
Out half the season with a torn pectoral. Now, yeah, that's a nice gesture, but the problem is the way they carried it out is usually how baseball teams will carry out when one of their players passes away. So it looked like the entire time, because they would cut to the jersey in the dugout, and it looked like Eloy Jimenez had died. But he didn't. He's on the IL.
He just out for
He's
6
gonna
weeks.
come back.
What, half the season?
He just tore his pec.
He's on the 16th day
So now
IL.
people just started going all over the internet. He was trending, hashtag Eloy Jimenez. Everyone thought he was dead. People were
This
like, oh
was
my
one
God,
of the
Eloy died.
funniest things of
And then-
opening day.
It was
then cue-
incredible.
Cue the next tweet that was a reply to this, which was, man ripped his pectoral and died apparently, R.I.P. Tombstone, Eloy Jimenez, ripped his titty and died. Ripped a titty and died.
Thank you for that, Daddy Dimmu. I don't know who you are, but that was
That was
hilarious.
great.
You deserve
Ripped a
you
titty.
deserve an award. He ripped a whole
Like
titty.
I get like missing one of your like stud
But
players,
damn, dude,
but
I
they
thought he
legitimately
died.
made everyone think he was dead. Like it
know.
was a problem.
And he's
I hope the White Sox and the people are like, bro, he's just hurt.
Imagine being Eloy Jimenez sitting on your couch with the torn titty. He'd be like, I'm dead?
And he just looks at his phone,
That's
I'm trending.
That is the craziest death hoax
And
you
him-
can think
and
of by
him-
your own fucking teammates.
and him seeing is, oh my god, did I die? All right, Pinoy, this one's
Next
for
on,
you.
look at the Orioles subreddit. Let's see what they said. The Orioles now lead the AL East. It's a little outdated. They're
Yeah,
what,
this is
3-1
Now they're 3-1. Who knows after tonight? They're currently playing.
4-1.
I don't want to say that I called this lead, but I called it. Did I not?
And let's dive into these comments.
see what those
These are the
comments
top
say.
comments right here.
Tommy Pickles 22222 says,
Fangraphs is now saying 0.2% chance they make the playoffs. What's the first comment after
The
that?
first
man?
reply from Super Woody 64 is, oh, now they want to jump on the bandwagon.
because for those that don't know, Fangraphs had the Orioles and the Rockies as the only two teams with a 0% chance of making
Disrespect.
playoffs.
respectively, I would have given them a negative.
Joey Brick says, if you weren't on our side when we were projected 50, don't try to jump on when we're projected 53.
I'm on the 75 plus, baby.
That was all for you, baby.
I'll do you one better. 75 plus. And I have $20 riding on it.
I am so curious how this plays out.
Let's look at a tweet by us, the Bunt Buddies.
Follow us on Twitter at Bunt Buddies.
When your created character is in a cutscene, and it shows
It's Giancarlo Stanton and Christian Yelich back when they were on the Marlins.
ain't that an outdated picture, huh?
Now look at what he's wearing.
That is someone who's living in
A
comfort.
tank top, like wrestling tiger type striped pants.
It's like a
chain,
Cleopatra on the crotch.
Look at those bottoms. Look at the swag.
Well, Foolish Baseball retweeted us. We love you, Foolish Baseball.
love
Yes,
you.
we do.
Big
We
fan.
love you, Bailey.
Love you guys.
Even though you're a Braves fan. Anyway,
I still love you.
Disgraceful.
25 retweets, 405
5
likes.
likes.
Thank you, Foolish Baseball.
Baseball.
Putting
Thank
us
you
on the
for
map.
Thank you very much.
That was hilarious. That was all on
Did
Anthony.
you
Is
see
an
his
incredible
horrifying traps? Giancarlo Stanton is built like a.
He's a
brick
linebacker.
shithouse.
He's playing the wrong sport. He
Who-
should be playing
who
middle
wins?
linebacker.
Giancarlo Stanton versus Shohei Ohtani
in a fight.
in a bare knuckle
Oh,
boxing
you know
match.
who I'm going to choose. Shohei Ohtani's going
Bro,
to
low
kick
key,
him in the
Shohei
noggin.
Ohtani looks like he's got the dumb hands, bro. Like,
don't even
like he's the silent type, and like he'll just be like, "Bro, come on, stop f***ing around," and then he's just like, bro, he just uppercuts.
Forget
the
that.
shit out of you.
I don't even think Giancarlo Stanton can stand long enough to survive that fight.
That's gonna be a great fight.
He's going to get
That would
hurt
be a great
2
fight.
seconds in.
Celebrity boxing match.
Wait, how
bring-
tall is Shohei Ohtani? Does anybody know?
Let me take a guess.
He's
Let me take a guess.
tall.
I don't know. I'm going to take a guess at 6'5".
6'4".
4? How tall is Stanton?
And how tall
I'm
Stanton?
gonna slap you. You put Mike Stanton. Who is this? That's not him,
How tall is he?
6'6".
Oh,
tall is he?
6'6".
bro. That's a great fight.
That's a
That's
great
a
fight.
That's a great fight.
Because you know Ohtani has the stamina on him
But Giancarlo, I think, has a little extra power.
and reach.
yeah,
You
That's
know
gonna
what?
be a
Hey,
great World heavyweight boxing fight.
ALCS
Let's go.
versus the Yankees and the A's. I think they should sell us over a good old boxing fight.
Main event. Bench both of them. They're the main event boxing match.
And whoever wins.
If it gets down,
The
down to
team-
game 7, forget game 7.
Forget
Just
game 7.
duke it
yeah.
out.
Oh, just boxing
Duke it out.
match.
Ohtani
Yeah.
versus Stanton. Oh my
That's it.
God,
Winner takes
selling
all.
out.
Bro, that'd be the most watched
I would-
baseball playoff
I would
match
say-
ever.
World Series
I would
game.
sit front
That would
row
be
to watch.
ALCS.
I would sit front row to watch Shohei Ohtani rock his world. And of course, guys, what better way to end out this episode by looking at the bunt of the week, our good old bunt award.
We are
Josh,
the Bunt Buddies after all.
will you show
We
us
love a good bunt.
who is the winner for the week?
Well, drum roll, please.
It is the one and only Nicky Lopez. With,
Against the Rangers when they were smacking them
Oh,
around.
and they scored the 2
let's
touchdowns.
watch
Yeah,
this
when they
absolute gem of a bunt.
There we go.
Look at this. Look at that stance. Look at that. Ooh,
He was ready. They knew he was bunting. Boom, got it down. Perfect.
beautiful.
Look at that sprint. He's hustling. Beats it out.
That's a
Beats it
98
out.
speed. That's a 98 speed in the
Beats it
show
out.
right there.
You know how hard it is to beat out the bunt sometimes?
Ant has relived that moment so many times in
Why do
MLB
we
The
bring
Show.
this up? This is why I haven't played the show in weeks.
That is a regular occurrence on Ant's games on
That
MLB
was
The
on
Show.
that was on opening day actually, and then the second one came
Now
when?
look at this. Another absolute gem of a bunt. Look at this. Look at this. 3,
They didn't learn
2,
their
1.
lesson first time. Boom!
Woo!
Right there.
Ooh, just a few
Perfect.
days later, just
Perfect.
split the
Now look at that.
pitcher
You
and
see-
the second
See
baseman.
that? They're expecting the bunt to the left. He was like, "Nah, I want bunt to the right." Bop.
He gets it. How do you just
Gorgeous.
not win Bunt of the Week award?
So following up Jason Kipnis for the bunt king of spring training, the
Nicky
bunt
Lopez.
king of the opening weekend is Nicky
Nicky
Lopez.
Lopez,
and
well
congratulations,
deserved.
Nicky Lopez, because the only reason you're playing is because Mondesi is hurt,
And you're making
and
the best
you are
of it.
stepping up.
You are
And look
making
at
the
your
most.
first milestone. You have won Bunt of the Week here at Bunt
You
Buddies.
must be so proud.
Much coveted award.
Your trophy will be sent.
I
in the
wish
mail.
I could win bunt of the week.
If we take MLB The Show clips, you'd win every week.
And with that, thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of the Bunt Buddies. It was a pleasure having you guys.
Crazy
Oh,
eventful
always
first weekend.
Great, always great. Got plenty of more baseball. Looking forward to more episodes next week.
Yes.
We will see you next Monday.
Have a good one.
Boom.